In this lesson, we are going to learn how to express a given quantity as a percentage and how to convert a percentage to a fraction. So when asked to find the percentage of a quantity, the of in that kind of question usually stands for multiplication. Look at this of here in such question usually stands for multiplication. So for example, 25% of 120 students means 25% times 120. So this kind of expression is what we want to work on in this class. We have an example here. Say that evaluate the following 35% of 80. That is, we have to get the exact quantity. What is 35% of 80? To do that, we said earlier that of means multiplication. So 35% of 80 means 35% times 80. And we know that percentage means out of 100. So 35% actually means 35 over 100. Then multiply by 80. This 0 will cancel this 0. So we reduce this. There's a factor between 10 and 8. And that factor is 2. 2 here, 5. 2 here, 4. 5 here, 1. 5 here, 7. We have 7 times 4, which is 28, which means 35% of 80 is 28. That is that for question A. Do the same thing for question B. For B, I have 25% of 75, 25% of 75, which means 25% means out of 100, 25 over 100, and of means multiplication times 75. And reducing this, 75 and 25, 75 goes here 3 times, and 25 goes here 3 times, right? And 25 goes here 4 times. So that will be 25 times 3 over 4. And 25 times 3 is 75. Then over 4. 75 divided by 4. 7 divided by 4 is 1. Remainder 3. Put the 3 here. That is 35. 35 divided by 4 is 8. Remainder 3. 5 point. That 3 that remain, if I place a 0 behind this, that is 30. 30 divided by 4 is 7. Remainder 2. The 7 times 4 is 28. If I subtract 28 from 30, I have 2. If I place 0 behind that 2 again, that makes it 20. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So 25% of 75 is 18.5. If you're not sure, you can use a calculator there. Now 75%, which is 75 over 100 divided by 100 equal to 0.75. 0.75. Oh, no, that was a mistake for me. It's supposed to be 25% of 75, which is 25 over 100. 0.25. 0.25 times 75 is 18.75. That is for question B. Now we go on to question C. And question C is 7% of 45. 7 percent of 45. That will be 7 over 100 times 45. 5 here, 9. 5 here, 20. 7 times 9 is 63. 63 divided by 20 is 3 whole number. 3 remainder 3. And that 3 that remains, if I place a 0 behind it, that is 30. 30 divided by 20 is 5.1, remainder 1. And that one that remains, if I place a 0 behind it again, that is 10. 10 divided by, I have 3.15. If I'm not sure, let's use a calculator. 63 divided by 20, 3.15. That is our for question. Oh, I've been using ABC. It's actually Roman numeral. Notwithstanding, let's continue with that. So let me clean this so I can do the remaining one. The remaining one, I have 12.3% of 150. That is IV. 12.3% of 150. That will be 12.3 over 100 times 150. Because of this, here we can still reduce this. 5 here 3, 5 here 2, and 2 here 1. 2 in 12, 6. 0.2 in 3, 1, remainder 1. That one that remains, if I place a 0 behind it, that is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 12.3 divided by 2 is 6.15. Now 6.15 multiplied by 3. 3 times 5 is 15. Right? 5 carry 1, 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1, 4. 10.3 times is 18. So our answer is 18.45. Again, if you are not sure, that is 12.3 divided by 100, which is 12.3%. Then multiply by 150, and that is 18.45, which is what we got there. That is that for question number 1, and how to convert percentage of to a given quantity rather. Now the second subheading here, how to express one quantity as a percentage of another. To express one quantity as a percentage of another, we write one of the quantities as a fraction of the other, and then multiply the result by 100. So for example, to write 3 as a percentage of 15, we write 3 over 15, then multiply by 100. We have examples on that here. We say 4 out of 35. In other words, we have to write 4 as a percentage of 35. Let's start here. 4 out of 35 will be 4 over 35 multiplied by 100. Let's reduce this fraction. 5 here 7, 5 here 20. 4 times 20 is 80. 80 divided by 7. 8 divided by 7 is 1, remainder 1. If I place the 1 there, that is 10. 10 divided by 7 is 1. Point, remainder 3. That 3 that remains. If I place a 0 behind the 3, that is 30. 30 divided by 7 is 4. 4 times 7 is 28. So 30 minus 28 is 2. 30 minus 28 is 2. That 2 that remains. 5, place a 0 behind it again, and then divide it by 7. 20 divided by 7 is 2. Remainder, that is 2 times 7 is 14, remainder 6. 5, place a 0 behind 6, that makes it 60. 60 divided 7. So this is going to give us recurring decimal. I can round this to 11.42 or 11.43. Let's check that with our calculator. And 80 divided by 7, 11.428, that is 11.43 approximately. So that is 4 out of 7, that is a percentage. Let's move on to the second one. The second one says 8 out of 83. That is question 2. I use A here. It's actually question I, the Roman numeral. Okay. Here I have 8 out of 83. That will be 8 over 83 multiplied by 100 over 1. To save our time, 8 times 100 is 800. And 800 divided by 83 will be, divide 83 is 9.64 approximately. 9.64 approximately. Then the third one, I have 73 out of 149. 73 out of 149. That will be 73 over 149 times 100 over 1, which is 73 times 100 is 7300 divided by 149. 7300 divided 149 divided 149 is 48.99. 48.99. Lastly, I have 54 out of 290. That will be 54 over 290 times 100 over 1, which is 5400 over 290. 540 divided by 29. 540 divided 29 is 18.62. 18.62. So that is how to express one quantity as a percentage of another one. Then I have a question here again. You see, a basketball team plays 45 games. It wins 23, loses 20, and draws 2 of the games. Express each of the results as a percentage of the total number of games played. Okay, from the question, the total number of games played, total number of games is equal to 45. Out of this 45, he wins 23. So we have to express the winning as a percentage of the total. So the wins is 23 over 45 as a percentage. That will be multiplied by 100, which is 2300 all over 45. And 2300 divided 45. That will be divide 45. That is 51.11. 51.11%. That is for win. Then he loses 20. Will lose or loss will be 20 over the total, which is 45. Then as a percentage, that is times 100 over 1. 20 times 100 is 2000 over 45. 2000 divided 45 is 44.44%. Then lastly, it draws to, so for draws, expressing it as a percentage of the total gain, that is 2 over 45 times 100 over 1, which is 200 over 45. And 200 divided by 45 is 4.4444%. And that is how to calculate the percentage of a quantity, or expressing one quantity as a percentage of another. That brings us to the end of this class. Hope to see you in our next class.